When I was a kid, I've always dreamed of being able to speak a bunch of different languages and be a UN interpreter.
What I want to do is, I believe I found it, I want to be a health coach and I want to help people, I want to change people's lives.
I've just always loved to sing and I've always loved to act, and so I've been doing it ever since I was little.
Hello everybody and welcome to The Dreamers, the Fullerton College show where we interview ambitious individuals who are trying to make their dreams a reality. I'm your host Chris DeBeer, and our special guest today is Ray Mason.
Hello, Chris.
Thank you for being here today, Ray.
Well, thank you for having me.
So Ray, what is your major?
My major is CRTV.
Alright.
Yeah, that stands for radio, television, and cinema.
Oh.
And I'm concentrating in radio.
Alright. And what is your dream, Ray?
My short-term dream or long-term dream?
Give both to us.
The short-term dream is to complete the program here at Fullerton College. By the program, I mean the radio program. Next semester, I'll actually complete that and have my certificate, and maybe even one in TV also. I need to check with my counselor on that. And also possibly complete the AA.
Alright. So, and your long-term?
My long-term is to enjoy the trip. I mean, it's like I've gone a long ways already, and I didn't really appreciate the things I was doing in the moments I was doing it. So now I do try to enjoy the trip, you know, because once I'm there, you know.
Yeah, but wouldn't you say that's more of like a byproduct of your short-term dream? Just go with it
enables it. I believe doors are being opened for me, and all I need to do is go through them.
Amen. Have you had an experience in the radio field?
Not in the radio field per se, except for here at the college, what I've done here. But I was in the Navy, and I was a sonar technician for the first 8 years I was in the military. And that involved dealing with sound in a water medium, not necessarily in a sound or in an air medium, but sound is sound.
Yeah.
So I really have a passion for that.
How long were you in the Navy for?
I was in for 15 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service,
Well,
Ray.
thank you.
When it comes to college courses, what classes have you taken?
Well, again, I've taken a lot of the CRTV classes, but I'm also working on my AA, so I've done the math classes. I took biology, and I took the general. Boy, that was a mistake. But, you know, this is a good school, and it really rounds you out.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good to hear. What has your professor taught you about the real world in radio?
To be fluid, to be able to do a lot of different things. Don't just get bogged in, oh, I can only be an announcer. Oh, I can only do voiceovers, or I can only do this. You need to be able to do them all, not just in the production side or in the talent side, but also possibly in the sales side, even in the writing side.
So a jack of all trades.
Exactly.
And is there something that, let's say, not that you focus on, but that you would like to just, you know, if I don't get it, I don't mind, but if I do get it, it would be a plus?
Well, there's a lot of different mediums in radio. I'm really leaning towards the Christian radio side. I really feel a calling for that. Yeah.
Do you want to host one of these?
If that was in the plans, I would love to actually have like a 30-minute host show where I could discuss the issues and put kind of a Christian take on things.
Oh wow, just like current affairs or just
current
social
affairs
issues.
and social issues and just, you know, things that we got going on in the world. I mean, you know, like with the Ferguson thing going on. I mean, if we were to put, you know, love our neighbor kind of attitude to it, I think everybody would get along a lot better.
Yeah, I understand. Are you more interested in on the air, or are you interested in other aspects of the field?
Actually, what pulled me into it is the production side.
Yeah.
I like manipulating sounds. I mean, you can make sounds appear to be almost anything.
Hold that thought, Ray. We'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back to today's installment of The Dreamers. Our special guest, Ray Mason, dreams of being a radio host. So Ray, you were telling us about?
Yeah, we were talking about manipulating sound. Did you know, like in the movie WALL-E,
Yes.
that they would just experiment with different things to make a sound, and they would put it with a picture and give the illusion that that was the actual sound that thing made. And I just find that fascinating.
So the actual science behind the sound is what got you attracted.
Exactly. I mean, when I was the sonar technician listening to the ocean, right, I'd hear so many strange things that I couldn't identify. I mean, one of our jobs was, once we would hear those things, we'd make a tape recording of that and send it off.
As a sonar technician, what were you guys looking for?
Well, this was back in the Cold War, so we were specifically looking for Russian submarines. We wanted to keep track of everyone and where they were at. And let's just say it was pretty sophisticated, and we knew quite a bit. We'll leave it at that.
And where was your main area of operation?
Main area of operations was the Caribbean and the Mediterranean.
Oh, wow. All right. After you receive your certificate, what plans do you have for your future?
I hope to get a job in radio. Right, this next semester I'll be internship here at the school. I was fortunate enough to get one of those internships.
Okay.
So I'm just, whatever doors open up, I'm going to go through them, and I've been lucky so far. So
It's good to hear. What made you consider radio as a career?
it's funny because this goes all the way back to one of the first classes I had here at this college, and that was CRTV 118. I had a professor there, Marie Perez, and she just made it sound so interesting that I started taking more classes, and as I did, I found that I really enjoy this business.
Yeah, oh, that's great. So special thanks to Marie.
Yeah, definitely.
What radio DJs have inspired you, if any?
Well, Uncle Joe, he used to be with KLOS. I hope he's like 10 years older than I am. But yeah, he like I said, he used to play on KLOS, and he's like the guru of who's who of rock and roll, So.
When was this? When was he on the air?
Well, he's still on the air now on 100.3, the sound. Basically, like I said earlier, you need to be fluid in this business because things can change like that. And basically, they retooled the whole everything over at KLOS, and basically everybody moved from KLOS to the sound.
So he played like the classic rock?
He'd play classic, but he'd also have stories, In fact, there's a little bit that he does, tell us a story, Uncle Joe,
Would he take calls and things like that?
Not so much calls, but he'd probably have it already worked out and give you little bits of history that that you normally wouldn't get, and I always found that quite interesting.
Oh wow, that's great. What is your favorite radio station?
Again, I listen to a lot of AM radio. I like to keep up to date on the news and stuff. I'm really partial to...
Sorry, that's it for today. That's it for today's episode of The Dreamers here at Fullerton College. A big thanks to Ray for joining us. I'm Chris DeBeer. Have a good night, and don't forget to keep on dreaming.